Hello everyone, welcome back to channel Majay Physics, and here we are going with another beautiful question which is related to vertical circular motion. Already we have done one question related to vertical circular motion, which is a special case involved with the rough surface. Okay, so if you didn't watch that video, so in the notification section you can find out that link, so that you can go through it also. And this is another special case in vertical circular motion, because whenever we do vertical circular motion, usually that vertical circular track will be at rest, but here in this case the track also will be moving. So now I request everybody to read the question and attempt yourself and come back for the solution. So here in the question they have given all the things are same. There is a one vertical track fixed on the trolley. So on this trolley it is fixed. Okay, so this is the trolley. Let us say trolley, or you can say something is moving. A small point like object of mass m, only 1 mm here, is placed to the bottom of the ring. Okay, vertical circular track. A small object is given initial velocity v0, initially it's projected. Then what is the value of v0 if the trolley just rises from the ground when the object reaches the topmost point of the ring? So I told you, every question consists of some data. So obviously this total mass of the trolley, you see here, which is small light wheels, means wheels mass is not no need to take into account, or negligible mass. And ring radius has given, and trolley mass has given m. Okay, even mass of the object also given m. So this is completely what it's a data of the question. Now they have given condition that it is projected with v0 speed. Now I have to find out the v0 only, v0's value only, so that what is the condition of the question? The condition of the question is it should rise from the ground. Okay, we need to rise the track. Track has to rise from the ground whenever the object is reaching the topmost point. So we follow the same thing. One is data, other one is question. So everything is given clear to us. Now let us go with it. So as it is projected at the bottom at velocity v0, now trolley is on the smooth horizontal surface. Smooth horizontal surface. Okay, so I think this is missed in the question. Let me check once. Trolley which is small light. Okay, so actually this thing, yeah, friction is negligible everywhere as given. From the ground also they have given, means there is a ground without any friction. Okay, so friction is not there, not like previous question I told you. Yeah, so when this object, small object, reaching the topmost point, then this is the trolley, let us say. Okay, and this is the vertical circular track. Yeah, so just try to adjust with the diagram. Then when this object has gone, ball has gone to the topmost point, let us say that is having some velocity v1, then trolley will have some other velocity because it is there on the smooth horizontal surface. Okay, so the trolley is not fixed, the vertical track also not fixed. So that is the thing what we have to observe in this question. Okay, so now the speed is the speed of the trolley. The speed of the trolley will be, let us say that in backward direction, because we are pushing the particle in forward direction. To conserve the momentum, the track and system has to go in backward way. Okay, so that is the thing what I am assuming. We don't know whether v2 is in forward direction or backward direction, but it's simple assumption. Our answer will tell us our assumption is correct or not. Suppose if I'm solving for v2, I'm getting the positive value of v2, that means our direction is correct. If I'm getting the v2 value is negative, that means we have taken the direction reverse. So in this way always you can assume the direction of velocities, so don't worry about it. You can assume according to your choice, but according to your direction only you have to conserve the things, like you have to write down the vector equations. Okay, so let us go with the first, conservation of linear momentum, because there is no horizontal force acting, force are acting vertically only. Okay, na? So at the final condition, like to the initial and final condition. So conservation of linear momentum, even if you are taking the system, entire system, okay, even if you take at any instant, that normal reaction acting on the object and track both will cancel out. Suppose here if I am taking, this is the normal reaction acting on the ball and this is the normal reaction acting on the trolley or vertical track, then those two will cancel out. Then you don't find any net horizontal force acting on the system. Always mg is acting, which is vertical. So conservation of linear momentum I am applying, because net force acting along the horizontal is 0. So along the horizontal I conserve the momentum. So towards right positive, towards left I am taking negative. So if I am taking that, m into v naught is initial momentum, which is positive towards right. Now m into v1 is negative because in backward direction for the particle. For the track or trolley, minus m into v2. Okay, so because v2 also we have taken in backward direction, both we have taken backward direction. So that's why according to our direction we have to follow the sign convention. Okay, if you miss the sign convention, definitely that thing will go wrong. So if I cancel them because both are having the same mass, so I can write down the minus v naught is equal to v1 plus v2. This is the one equation by conservation of linear momentum. And there is an other condition is given in the question that friction is negligible everywhere. That means there will be no loss of energy, so we can conserve the energy also here. Okay, so by conservation of energy, by conservation of mechanical energy, I'm writing COME. By conservation of mechanical energy, initial energy given is only velocity, or initial energy is due to velocity. So I can write down half m v naught square, okay, is equal to the final energy is it has went up to maximum point. That means it has gone 2r height. Okay, so potential energy is increased, mg into 2r. Now it is the particle is having the some velocity v1, and here v1 and v2 both the velocities are with respect to ground. So half m v1 square plus half m v2 square. So this is energy conservation. Okay, so this expression is given kinetic energy of the particle as well as trolley, and this is the potential energy of the particle, and this is the initial kinetic energy of the particle. So this is the way I conserved. Now I am having obviously two equations. Apart from, we don't have any other things because we need to find out the condition on v naught. Okay, so that v1 and v2 we can relate from these two equations. But the question is, when it has, for what value of v naught the trolley has to rise. To rise we need to write down the condition also. So how to write down the condition for rise? Okay, so here the normal reaction is n on the trolley, on the particle n will act, even mg will act vertically downward. Okay, so I want to write down the centripetal force equation at the highest point of the trajectory, or you can say highest point of the vertical track. So for that we need to take an observer. Okay, so that observer obviously along with the circle I am taking. So if I take the observer at the bottommost point of the circle, okay, so then what is the net force acting towards the center? The net force acting towards the center is n plus mg, that should be equal to m into v square by r, radius of the circular track. But what is the velocity should be written. This is very important. Then what velocity to be felt? Okay, so here where is observer? Observer is on the trolley. Then only he will see the proper circular motion of the particle inside it. Suppose he is on the ground. If I take the observer on the ground, then that observer won't see that particle motion is purely circular. Particle motion is like a linear plus circular. Okay, particle will move backward direction, at the same time particle will go in a circular path also. So it's something like a linear plus circular, as seen by the whom? As seen by the observer on the ground. But the observer, whoever is inside the circular track or on the trolley, he will see that the particle motion is purely circular motion. So that is the power of observer in the physics. So whenever you are doing the question in the physics, please ask yourself from where you are observing the things. Okay, accordingly you write down the equation or formulas, anything. Okay, so that means we have to write down the velocity as seen by the observer. So to this observer, what is the velocity of the particle? Trolley is having the velocity v2, particle is having the velocity v1. So observer will see that velocity of the particle is v1 minus v2. This is the relative velocity, square by r. So hope you understood this particular idea, okay, which is very important. So try to understand this logic once. Okay, go through it. So even if you want, go back once and listen to the explanation again. So now we are having some three different equations in our hand, and we need to identify the v naught. So now your mathematical skills, solving mathematical skills will come in the picture to identify the answer. Okay, so this is the one problem most of the students also will be having, like they know what principles to be applied in physics, but ultimately they end up with a wrong answer because of some mathematical solving skills. Okay, so try to improve your mathematical skills, then only you can solve the questions in better way. So now ultimately to rise, what is the condition here? N value should be more than mg. Whenever n, see, the n is the force acting on the trolley, this vertical circle is attached to the trolley, right? And n is the force acting on the system. So if n value is, total weight is mg. Okay, so if n value is more than weight, then only you can lift the trolley. Okay, so ultimately we require the n value from 1 and 2, 3 equation. So first I am solving the first and second equation, which is conservation of linear momentum and conservation of mechanical energy. So then if I square the first equation, I will get v0 square is equal to v1 square plus v2 square plus 2v1 v2. Okay, so I think no need of that explanation for this. And the second equation, if I simplify the second equation, I will get v0 square is equal to, okay, m will cancel out in every term, at the same time multiply the 2, which is 4gr plus v1 square plus v2 square. Okay, this is the second equation as it is. I am not doing anything with the second equation. Now let us solve these two. So if I am equating v0 square, okay, so then I will get, wait a minute, yeah, okay, so if I am equating the v0 square terms, then I will get 2v1 v2 is equal to 4gr. v1 square plus v2 square will cancel out, then you will get 2v1 v2 is equal to 4gr, and ultimately I will get v1 and v2 term, which is equal to 2gr. But why I am finding the v1 and v2? Because in third equation, if you see, we require the v1 minus v2 value, v1 minus v2 whole square value we require, v1 minus v2 whole square value we require, but we have v1 plus v2 value. Okay, so I think you got how to solve the mathematics now. Okay, so v1 minus v2 whole square is equal to v1 plus v2 whole square minus 4v1 v2. So that means v1 plus v2 whole square is nothing but v0 square, because v1 plus v2 is equal to minus v0 from the first equation. Okay, minus 4v1 v2 is nothing but 8gr. So this is the v1 minus v2 whole square. Now we can find out mg, normal reaction value. So from the third equation, I can write down the n plus mg is equal to m into v1 minus v2 whole square by r. So I can write down m into, okay, so v0 square minus 8gr by r again. So n plus mg is equal to mv0 square by r minus 8 mg will get them. So finally n value is equal to mv0 square by r minus 9 mg I will be getting, okay, from this equation. So once I know the n value, we know that at what conditions it will rise. So to rise the trolley, n value should be more than mg. Then I can write down mv0 square by r minus 9 mg is greater than mg. Then mv0 square by r should be greater than 10 mg. So that implies v0 square is greater than 10gr. So v0 is greater than root 10gr. So r value they have given 1. So v0 is greater than root 10g. So you can say that root 100 meter per second. So that you can find out the minimum speed, which is like in root 100 or root 10gr in terms of variables. You can find out. So okay, so that is the question as given. So hope you understood the question. At the same time you tried yourself and you got the answer. And in this question what you need to observe is that is like writing the centripetal equation is an important thing, which is third equation. So hope you understood that third equation writing. If you not, please go through the video again. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this question. So really does, please hit the like button and share with your friends. And if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And we'll meet with other very good question in the next video. Thank you very much.